Yo, what's up, everybody? It's been, well, not even that long since my last video. I promised somebody on stream, Pumper Jam, shout out to you if you're watching, that I would do a Ghost Oki guide, and I definitely owe him. I tried to do it on stream, and I kind of like fucked up. But he had a lot of questions, and this is not only like for him, but also for anybody who watches my gameplay and says like, how do I approach Ghost Oki? I don't think I'm like the best Gotenks or the best Ghost Okier, Ghostbuster, but I do think I understand it enough to talk about it because Ghost Oki isn't one dimensional. To get it out the way, because I know it's gonna be like question number one, bro. Like if you want the one dimensional Ghost Oki, you hold H, jump with L, press S. You press S at the end of the L. Like that's the one dimensional, straightforward. I only have one Ghost Oki setup. It true string low, and then you just air dash. You slightly delay the air dash so you can get it frame perfect. There. Now you're a Ghost Okier. Like if you want to just do that, right? Whatever. This isn't really what that guide's gonna be about. He has more than one setup, more than one reason to go for a setup, and strengths and weaknesses per setup. The one I just showed is, I'm gonna call it the base setup for this video. It's essentially what we're gonna be using to check how they defend. Ghost Oki, because of the way this game works, you're always gonna have to read something from them. But that setup is the lowest reward for a incorrect read, right? So I do get the 50-50. It's the safest one. This is the safest Ghost Oki, using 3 and saving 1 back. So it's a 3-1 Ghost Oki, 3 spent, 1 saved. It's the lowest reward, second lowest, I guess. You can do 4-0 where you spend all 4 ghosts. But this one is the safest because it covers all attacks. It's high-low. You get the mix, etc., etc. The only like downside to this Oki is you only have 1 ghost left. So I'm gonna show a 3-1 Oki, a 4-2, no, a 2-2 Oki, and then a 4-0 Oki. So real quick, what I mean by incorrect guess. So let's say off of a knockdown, I'm just doing the brain dead Oki. So I'm 3-1 Ghost Oki, 3 spent, 1 save. So there, like if he gets hit, it's not that bad, right? You can convert, you can do loops, yada yada. I don't really, you know. But if he down techs, I didn't spin. Okay, so part of that. When they reflect your S ghost while you're whiffing L, and this is a like important thing to note. So they have to reflect it twice, but you technically don't get the 50-50. That last ghost will give you the 50-50, but if they reflect it, you get pushed away. So if I can set him to, he's gonna mash reflect and reflect more than once. You actually can't get the 50-50 if they reflect it the first time. Oh, you got the S. Right, that was 2 reflects. I wilded out on the recording and it did it 3 times. But the point being, 2 reflects get you out. Even worse for that setup, that's gonna get him out. You actually can't go for the 50-50 and also force multi-reflect. Like you get the hit, but they can get the character out. I convert, I just figured it out, but you learn to hit confirm it, but you don't get the mix up. And sometimes, like if base Vegeta is at this health, like let's say base Vegeta's at like out here, right? He's like this percent, but Goku's fresh. I really would want to get the Ghost Oki versus base Vegeta. So I'm doing the setup, right? If he gets hit, he dies. But like, let's say for some reason, oh, he's gonna die from that. No, I'll just put him at 40. Ghost Oki kills from 40%, so this should work. Right? So even if I got the full confirm on Goku, Vegeta gets out, and like this is best. Like this is worst case scenario that Vegeta had no blue health, so he goes back to that 40%. But like most situations where Gotenks gets Ghost Oki, they're gonna have a lot of blue health. Unless you hit with this starter, then like alright, whatever, they're gonna die. But um that Ghost Oki has a issue with confirming. You only have the M Ghost left for confirms, and you only have the M Ghost left if they block the mix up. There's some things you can do with like just that ghost. I can show real quick. All right, you can do 6M ghost and that combos. You can do like that, which is really hard for people to tech. All right, you can do double IEDs, etc., etc. These are mainly just holding the M button and releasing it after you do your action. A tip I want to say is when you DR, hold it so that you don't release your ghost and like you get smoked. But yeah, this specific Ghost Oki, the section for this one, it's the go-to. I check their wake up option, so if they're reflecting, if they're tagging, that's what I'm gonna use. But if I see that they're defensive, there's another setup that I kind of opt to once they respect my Ghost Oki. And this is how you force people. Like this is why if you watch my Ghost Oki, I don't get the mix up that much. I actually don't mix with Ghost Oki that much. I hit people because they're trying to avoid this setup specifically. So for training purposes, this is the exact spacing for Ghost Oki. So yeah. Let's set him to guard first. That was a true string. This is a 2-2 Ghost Oki. So that was the base one. This is the more advanced one. The things you can do with this setup are kind of like, yeah, like you can do a lot. You can do full auto combo, spin only the M Ghost, and get the 50. Like you get auto combo air dash M or auto combo with H2L. It's good. I don't. It can all be a true string, but I haven't like that's a true string with the 3+1, but you have no ghost left. But if you do it with this, like yeah. And I spent the M ghost by accident. Like I can do air dash, M, release M, double IED. This setup is essentially like some of the best mix in the game. Oh shit, I missed IED. But yeah, that's like an example of how good this setup really is. The issue with this setup, honestly, is the fact that you're meeting with this ghost, L ghost, and you actually it hits frame I think 26. No, not 26. It can't meaty like from any setup, but this one. You have to do jump back JH. Even then, it's technically not meaty, but when you do that, you can vanish, punish, etc. So the reason why some people wouldn't opt for this setup is if they wake up vanish, they can get out. If they wake up like instant super, like Kid Buu for example, can get out of it and stuff like that. But the mix up, this is literally like the best Ghost Oki I want to say. He has this too, which is the super jump float. It's the same thing essentially, but it covers more bases. But yeah. So because of this Oki and like you to get away from this Oki, you can't up tech, right? Up tech will still get smoked because L Ghost actually gets there before S Ghost does. So you can't up tech. You can't back tech, you can't reflect either, because the issue we just showed on reflect. So I'll show it with single reflect first. Alright, so they have to reflect. Instead of the second reflect being a ghost, the second reflect is Gotenks. So it's a gamble because you can force like the multi reflect that I was talking about. So he's gonna do wake up reflect this time, but I'm gonna hit him like 2 parts. Right? Oh shit. Damn. Oh no, I'm used to the normal timing. I have to I gotta actually go for the meaty with this. Oh, well, I guess the numbers just show it better. I'm +2 landing, so they still can't mash. They can't vanish because the ghosts are behind you. Um, if we set them to recording for that raw tag, this does have the raw tag issue. But like, how do I put this? Most players are not gonna raw tag off of this setup because you just die if you do, and you have to delay the reflect. By the way, like it's not a true meaty. So if you're reflecting in like wake up timing, it's why he's getting hit. Like he couldn't get the raw tag out, and I sniped it. I gotta get. Maybe it's. Okay. Frame perfect reflect. Yeah. Yeah, you just block. The raw tag is what makes contact with you, but like if you do air dash and then you buffer the 2H, you still should be able to. You can do air dash like L, and you do air dash L 5L like that. And if they raw tagged, the air dash wouldn't hit anything, so you get the 2H out. So it's like that. So on block, it will look like. Oh no. There it is. Yeah, you get that. And then you can do, with those 2 ghosts left, you can do 2H super dash and get a 50-50. So hopefully I can hit the second 50-50. Let me see if I can do the second 50-50. Ah, no. That was un-2Hable. But the ideal is that you do super dash and then you can use the other 2 ghosts for the 50-50. Like it itself. But that's not really possible to show on guard first. Like that. And I did air dash M out of habit, but you do air dash L and high low. So this setup, like the recording keeps showing it, you can't do instant wake up reflect. You have to delay it. But there's counters to both of those. So those are like the two setups I use. There's some character specifics that I'll probably go over in a second. But then there's like step 2 to the Ghost Loki. So he actually gets more reward if he does this and goes into the 50-50. Partly because if you do it this way, you can look at what they do. You can read all the options. So like, let's say you do H dash like that. I can still check if they wake up reflect. So like for us, let's say, ooh, they didn't give. Like you just kill them. You don't even have to hold H when you do it that way. Like if you're specifically just doing a dash up before your Ghost Loki, you can just do it, kill him. I messed up, but yeah, you just kill him for it. And the Ghost Loki combo is like, I forgot what the IED combo was. You get like double re-jump now, but yeah, they lose extremely, like an extreme amount of health. I dropped it, but yeah, like you already can see the damage. I meant to do L top instead of EX, but like yeah, you see him reflect. You press 5H beam, and then you release L Ghost. Yeah, they die, they die. If that's not like a good enough example for y'all, the combo, like even if you don't hit the full combo, like most routes into Ghost Loki does enough damage that this hit should be like killing them. Yeah, that wasn't the optimal route, etc., etc. You don't like that dash up. You can pick which Ghost Loki setup you're gonna do, so you don't have to like commit to one. Cause I'm not holding anything during the dash up, so I can do like dash up, ooh, and go into that setup, right? Like the two ghost setup. Or I can do like, whoa, dash up, oh wow, into like all the setups. There's also the easy one. It's the sparking setup I call it. You just do that. So you hold super dash, then you hold DR during the ghost, and you jump, release super dash, release DR. This will cover everything. It uses all 4 ghosts, so it's technically the lowest payoff, but it gives the mix up. Like this is the I need the mix up no matter what they do. So you release it, and you're good. Up tech, down tech, anything, this will give the full damage versus. And it gives the mix up. So for the defender, you really just want to RPS it, honestly. So wake up, reflect, wake up, double jump. Sometimes you have to up tech sometimes. People are so used to neutral teching and back teching Ghost Loki so that they can get reflect. But sometimes you really do need the up tech. L Ghost doesn't track up tech well. If you do up tech double jump, he can't convert unless he instantly does it. And sometimes you can do up tech jump forward and get around the L Ghost. So if I can show that. There's no diagonals, hello? Nice. He in up tech. Yeah. So if I did H ghost instead of L ghost, you can actually just get over it. You'll still block, but he doesn't get the mix up anymore. I say this and he didn't block, but even then, Gotenks not gonna get rejumps from it. He can't get sliding if he, because of assist regen. If you don't get a rejump from Ghost Oki, he can't go back into it. So like if I spent both assists, I guess that's not a good example. So he's gonna up tech and get hit, right? And I'm gonna confirm. And even then, the DR there, you could have got it, but you have to bring him even lower. You don't get your assist back in time to kill him, so that he live through that. But yeah, Ghost Oki's still broken. it's still broken. I'm not gonna say it's like not good, but yeah, defender sometimes you have to up tech. Neutral tech reflect is good. Back tech is your worst option because you give him more time to meaty. So you either neutral tech or up tech. Don't back tech Ghost Oki ever. Mid screen, I don't really do mix with it to be honest, but there is you can do, and you can still get the low that way, like that. I think I missed, but you get the point. You can do like stuff like that. So he still has options for Ghost Oki mix mid screen. Damn. But I don't really do it. I don't do it for mix. When I do Ghost Oki mid screen, I just secure the box string. So I do and I might like hit him. So I'll just confirm it to something, and then go into a setup. So that's like exponentially worse than the corner, but it's still there. It just gives you a block string. You essentially use Ghost Oki mid screen to lock them down. So it's like, right, I might do that every time. Alright, I lied. I got my assist back. New route. But yeah, that's mainly it for Ghost Oki. But there is, if you have any more questions, I guess I can cover. Actually, chat wanted me to cover the character specific stuff, so I'll attack it real quick because most of them are fake anyway. And once you learn dash up Oki, you can just like check what they're gonna do. You kind of can solve all of these character specific Ghost Okis. But sure. Okay, so what is Kibu Super? What is Kibu Super? 236 R2. Nice. Kibu can do this to get around standard Ghost Oki. And he's unpunishable. He's projectile immune during it, so he's completely unpunishable. But if you just switch over to dash up Ghost Oki, like before you do your setup, like so, you can just reflect and he'll die. You just reflect super and punish it with a ghost. I just super dash honestly, but yeah. Yeah, he just dies. You don't actually have to complicate it that much. So I guess I'll speed run through all of them. So let me make Kibu's health full. Yeah, this setup covers There. So that's your Gotenks. That's how you beat Kid Buu. Baby can do. Wait, 2 and 4. Not that one. What is the babies? Revenge Deathfall is 2 and 4 RB. I don't know Xbox buttons. My fault. Okay. So baby can completely change Ghost Oki. If you do the easy setups, because no matter what you do, you're whiffing a button and I can't vanish. So literally all you have to do to stop baby from doing that is just negative edge the whole thing. I say this and I miss it. So stop whiffing a button, you just learn the natural time. Wow, I missed it twice. Yeah, stop whiffing a button, you just learn the timing. Like so. And yeah, double rejump, take them out the game, etc, etc. Next. Also, did baby just teleport to the ground after his super? Whatever. Next, this character, he can do Unrestrained Will. I hit by level 3. Pain. He can do Unrestrained Will. By the way, to stop any level 3, you just don't whiff the button. So you can either do like negative edge at all, or just do this setup, super dash DR, and get the low. But that spins all 4, so you can do a 4-0 setup, but you can technically just do like 1-2. It gets harder the less ghosts you want to use. So if you do the 3, like you have to technically hold 3 buttons. You have to like release, 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 right? But that's kind of hard on pad. But yeah. Goku does Unrestrained Will, so here's the punish to it. I'll do the 4-0 setup just to show it. So he's fucking minus 12, so you just and win. Oh, I missed. But yeah, you can just run up to him, press a button. You're airborne, so you should be able to just air dash M too. Like you recover in the air. But if you're really worried about that, you can just switch over to dash setups, so like this, and then do something like that. So you just 2H him, or I guess in this case reflect him, so that you can punish with your ghosts, like so. Alright, I 2-touched off a DR. Happy to help. Honestly, you can just look at a setup in this video and either figure out, like, oh, I should probably just negative edge the whole thing, or I should just do a dash setup to solve, like, character-specific things. It's not really a thing in this game for Ghost Oki. There's not really character-specific options to get out of that. UI doing wake up flip is also, like, not real. For, like, I've gone over this before, like versus Nitro and other UI players. If UI does wake up 214H, I hate that move. Okay, so yeah, if UI does wake up 214H, and you do a dash setup, you just press 2H and then confirm with the rest of your ghosts, then super dash. The thing about the 2H that I'm doing is as long as you understand negative edge, that's still a mix up. So let me show. Peep. Yeah, you still get the mix up. You just use all four. So you super dash, go through all four of your ghosts, 50-50. Yes, hit can 236S, but if you do a dash up setup, you just press super dash. Or you just hit the ghost meaty and you mix them. So yeah, I don't want to ramble forever here. That was mainly just somebody asked me how I do ghost stoking, how I approach it. If you have any more questions, I stream almost every day. So I appreciate it, you know. Thank you for the support on YouTube. More content coming through. Thank you guys very much. Peace.